Morning, my friends. I just finished a workout right now and about getting ready to teach a class. And it's another one of those episodes of It Is What It Is, brought to you by yours truly. And guess what? The question was, what martial art should I take that's the best one for me? Gee, that's a great question, right? Every martial art was developed to defend yourself. Now, martial arts are divided into three forms that I divide them, and many do as well. One is self-defense, one is sport combat, and one is a combative sport, and one is a combative element, right? The combative sport and the combative combat, I'll classify as one. What will be the difference? Combative sport, fencing. Combat sport, MMA, boxing, Savat boxing says, Thai boxing, those are combative sports, okay? So that goes into difference. Now, the number one question that I get is, what martial art is best for me? Wow. And I'll usually I reply with, what are you concerned about? Well, I want to learn how to fight in the street. So that tells me a little bit about you, that either you've seen, or you're afraid of something that can occur in the street. And you have to understand one thing. Somebody that knows how to fight and is a coward will never defend himself. Somebody that doesn't know how to fight, I can deal with, because you can teach them, and that means that they're not a coward. Understand what I'm saying? I'll repeat it again. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to fight. You can learn if you're going to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. And that's the issue. So understand that. Now, what martial arts are self-defense martial arts in comparison to combative sport arts, in comparison to a combative art? Combative art, I'll put like some escrimas, some silats, savat dancer, savat. Those are combative arts. Combative sports are boxe française, Muay Thai, MMA, boxing. That's a combative sport. A sport combat would be fencing, judo, something that they're not trying to take their head off, but they're trying to mark a point. Point karate. They're all good. They'll all teach you some defensive and offensive structures. At the bottom line is this: you have to look and you have to study street fighting. Street fighting, in essence, in what the FBI has, it takes anywhere between 7 to 9 seconds to end. Okay? After 20 seconds, most, I think it was something like 70% of the fights end in the ground. Why do they end in the ground? Not because of technical, because of conditioning. They fall down. They trip over something, or they're pushed, or you have the third party that brings in, or you have what I call the heroes trying to jump in and trying to save the world. They'll tackle somebody, and that puts in a difference. In the street, you don't want to go to the ground. You go to the ground, you're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to get your ass handed to you, period. There's no doubt about it. Okay, the third party's going to come and shoe shine you. You have the Laredo shoe shine. Everybody jumps you. They call it el baño. And you have to understand that. And if you don't, and if you think in your head that you're going to, because you're training in a certain art that teaches you to go to the ground and you're going to evade all these kicks, sorry. But once a frenzy starts, you're more likely going to end up in the hospital or end up in the morgue. And be careful with it, because street fighting should be done quickly, effectively, and out of the way. I don't condone fighting, but I also don't condone cowardness. You have to learn how to defend yourself. And that's the message. Learn an art that teaches the groundworks of understanding what street fighting is. For me, American Kempo, Gaju Kempo, Dansu Savat, some Silats, some Escrimas, those teach you that. And if you can't find that, Look for it. Some maybe some goju-ryu karate, some wado-ryu, some akijitsu. Those are other arts towards that end. Okay. Until next time, much peace.